Good afternoon. So my mentor once told me a story about how when someone new or different would come into the village, it was exciting. It was a new day. It was a novelty. It was like the equivalent of a new iPhone coming out or a new foil comes out, and everyone just gets stoked and starts thinking about it. So for me, when someone new comes to town and they're on different gear and riding different than we usually see, I'm stoked. I start looking at what they're doing and watching it, and it's the novelty or the newness or the meeting someone new and seeing a different approach. It's awesome, and I love that foiling is such that it allows this. It makes room for this. It's welcome. It's an open. It's seen as a good thing. There's just so much room and such an expansive feel to foiling that everyone's like, oh, hey, new guy, what's up? It doesn't have to be this competitive thing. And so I just love that. And seeing, like, even though Matt's been around for a while, I haven't seen him out. And so, like, just watching how he's approaching this wave, and then the gear he's riding and what everybody else is riding, and what Gunther's riding, it's just I'm stoked on it. I feed off it. It's fun to watch and has me thinking and keeps it new. Like, if it was just me and Jeff or whoever out, having it to ourselves every day, day after day, it would get old, it'd get boring. I would end up falling into a rut of doing the same old thing over and over again. And so, like, anytime someone I haven't seen around for a while, or someone who's totally new comes around, it's just it's a good thing for me. It's it's something I need. Someone once said to me when I first started making videos, why do you want to teach people how to do this? Why do you want more people in the lineup? And I'm like, well, this is why. Not only the newness, but we have all kinds of solutions that we need and help we need, and figuring this stuff out and getting foiling better and cleaning up the ocean and making better boards, or non-toxic, whatever we want to do, whatever problems we need to solve. And it take many hands make like work. And so I'm always thinking about how I can't wait to meet people who are doing something different. Like, that's awesome. It's going to be an exciting day, something new. So I'm going to learn something. I might, they might introduce me to something amazing that completely changes my life, which is what foiling did when I first caught the bug and saw Kai Lenny doing that stuff that he was doing. And it seemed impossible, but at the same time, there was nothing that was going to keep me from trying it, and even when I met him and I said to him, hey, oh man, foiling is so hard. And, it's the great response of like, yeah, but it's so worth it. And those words, rattled around in my head for I don't know how long, and they just stuck and wouldn't go away. And I had to get better. I had to get good. I had to get to the point where foiling was relatively easy, and so I feel like I'm there. And then it's, I could get bored, or I could get tired of the same old thing, but then seeing, Gunther ripping turns like that, I'm like, ooh, maybe I need to try one of those real lively foils again, go out on those thin, high aspect foils that are really loose and just, rip around like that and see how it feels, and just to see and try something different, and I might be able to kid myself and say that I don't want to pump back out. And yet, seeing these guys pumping day after day after day and pumping back out and getting multiples and multiples, it has an effect on me. It influences me. I start thinking about it. I go home and I'm like, ooh, maybe I need a little shorter board, or I can try a little lighter this, or maybe, I'll dust off the higher aspect and go try pumping around a little bit, or maybe I'll dock start, or maybe winging's coming, the windy season's just around the corner. Maybe I will try a sinker board, and it's like the wheels start turning. And I know that, even if there's 200 people out on a crowded day here, all the non-foilers are watching us and they're thinking, and the same thing is happening to them. Even if they're scared of it, it's still, the more days they see of it where everyone's having fun and comes home safe, and then, seeing the next level of ripping and real loose turns and stuff, it has an effect. It starts to work its magic, and the stoke it's just too palpable. It's too contagious. Like, it's a good thing. And so I'm foiling is the jam, and I'm super glad to have some toast to put it on and have a tasty bite. And I would have written this brand of foil off, even though I have a buddy who's in the company, and And yet, just because they're not a surf brand, but then now here I am watching it. I can't deny that he's ripping and doing amazing stuff. And so that, that's the other thing of like, of influence, and just keeping an open mind, a reminder to just keep an open mind and see, like take a look, like if, so if I'm scared of something or foiling, keep an open eye, actually watch, are they out there having fun and running people over, or are they being safe and nobody gets hurt and we all have a great time, And so like, I'm stoked. A friend said to me how he surfed this one spot for decades and it sucked the life out of him. And now here he is foiling, and I can see it. I can see it in his face. I can see it in the choice of equipment and his commitment that it's foiling is putting the life back in. It's reignited the spark and the joy and the reason we all got into wave riding in the first place. So I'm stoked, and thanks for watching. Hope this helps. Hope you have fun. Please give a thumbs up, share it around. Come on over to the website, check out the Learn to Foil course, and thank you so much.